After completing their mining, Jinwoo learns that Hunter's Guild will conduct a raid the next day. He also learns that the second strike team will conduct the raid. Thus, Jinwoo decides to help the mining team with their next raid. The next day, Jinwoo arrives to join the mining team. Then, the leader of the second strike team, Sun Ki-hoon, approaches them and requests someone from their team to join them as a porter. But nobody is willing to join Ki-hoon due to the dungeon being A rank. Thus, Jinwoo volunteers to join them as a porter. Although fellow miners try to stop Jinwoo, Ki-hoon lets him join his team despite knowing he is an E rank. Thus, Jinwoo joins the second strike team as a porter. Jinwoo realizes that the strike team consists of 6 A rank and 3 B rank hunters. Upon entering the dungeon, one of the A rank healers, Han Semi, assures Jinwoo that he will be safe as their strike team is very strong. After that, they encounter some jackals. Needless to say, they engage those jackals and take them out effortlessly. But then an army of high orcs appears. One of those orcs proceeds to attack them. Ki-hoon somehow manages to defend himself. Thus, an all-out brawl takes place between the strike team and the high orcs. As their fight continues, the high orcs easily overpower them. On top of that, the high orcs outnumber them by a huge margin. Despite their efforts, they are unable to hold back those orcs, and some of them even get seriously injured in the process. Ki-hoon suggests they move in groups. Then, just as Semi is healing one of her team members, an orc approaches them. Although she accepts her fate, she witnesses the orc getting suffocated by some unknown force. And that unknown force is none other than Jinwoo. As the orc is eliminated by Jinwoo in front of her, she is left questioning what just happened. Then Jinwoo uses stealth and starts weakening other orcs one by one. As a result, Ki-hoon and the others realize that, for some reason, the fight seems easier now. After some back and forth, Ki-hoon and the others manage to take out those orcs one by one. Semi then informs Ki-hoon that she noticed something weird during the fight. Ki-hoon also agrees and asks Gina if she did something, but she tells them that it wasn't her. Meanwhile, Lee Bora, being a magic caster, knows what actually happened and how Jinwoo was the one who saved them. However, she decides to keep her mouth shut for now. Despite it being his first raid as a leader, Ki-hoon, with a heavy heart, decides to return to avoid casualties. However, upon reaching the exit, they witness a barrier on the gate. Then, the mages desperately try to lift the barrier from the gate, but their efforts prove to be fruitless. Instead, they get cursed from trying to lift the barrier. Then, another army of high orcs approaches them. But this time, their leader, Kargalgan, has come to greet them. Ki-hoon questions Kargalgan if he was the one who blocked their entrance. Kargalgan then gives him 2 options: either die at the hands of his soldiers on the spot or meet him in person. With no other choice, Ki-hoon, along with everyone else, is forced to meet Kargalgan. Then, Ki-hoon tells Jinwoo to escape and find their main strike team when they attack the boss. Despite knowing the risks, Ki-hoon tells him that their mission is to close the gate, not to return alive. After a while, they finally come face to face with Kargalgan.